Hello, everyone. We would like to thank you all. Hope everybody had a awesome day. Greetings and peace. Um, Unfiltered. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's man, it's a great day. I had a great day. Made some easy money. Ain't no better day when you can make easy money, and it's just awesome. First of all, man, we had a whole bunch. We got man. This is a really juicy week. I ain't gonna front y'all out. This has been a real juicy week for a lot of information, and it's gonna be great. So again, welcome to Unfiltered. Got me. Shout out to Cola. Shout out to our boy Mac. Mac is under the weather, but he said that he will watch. He'll tune in. So everybody keep him lifted up in your prayers.
Not the Rona.
Yeah. Something we told him like, man, you can't be on this bad boy. And we get infected through the video waves, then they gonna try to ban people from doing videos. I'm like, man, it's like, Mac, you just got to sit this one out, baby. But you still got half of the greatest podcast and host in the business. I'm gonna let my boy do his introduction for yourself, and then we gonna get right into it, y'all.
Again, the Don Magic Wand, that light-skinned player from the Himalayas. This is your boy Jordan. This is Unfiltered. Welcome. We appreciate y'all coming back on such a regular basis, man. Y'all supporting real crazy, and we love y'all, seriously.
Absolutely.
If you watching right now, hit that share button, hit that like button. Again, that helps us. You know, them Facebook algorithms going. So go ahead and smash that down for us. We got a good show coming for y'all today.
Yeah, we got some real good stuff, man. We got a lot of information. I know, Jordan, we a lot of stuff that we do during the week, man. We share a whole bunch of information during the week, y'all, just to let y'all know. And stuff that y'all seeing, we take a look at too. We share it out and just try to see what some things hitting on. And Jordan, for some reason, this week was on a roll with the stuff he was sending. I was just like, boom, 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 something good. And before we get into all of that, again, want everybody to hit that button, hit that share button.
Mm-hmm.
Like, also, our YouTubers, subscribe as well. Unfiltered with Mr. Johnson at YouTube. And if you're on the page, we could, like I said, about to go ahead and get started. This particular topic, shoot, man, it's interesting because I've seen so many different people say a lot of different stuff, and I just want to put this out here for everybody, just in case you may not be on our personal pages as well. I did put it on Unfiltered, but I want to put this one out that Jordan has shared, and it was really good. That it's funny because when I was watching this, I was when I saw the post you put out, Jay, I was watching Acrimony, and I started laughing. I'm like, ha. And the post reads, should men be fully financially stable before dating? And we had it was a lot of response to it. Some of them different, some of them right on. Some of them I'm like, okay, I see your point. Some of them I like, okay. But for the most part, I wasn't too far off on anybody's that was saying it, but it was just pretty good. But it's one I really want to say in particular, and this comes from Tiffany Burrell. That's Tiff, and anybody don't know what that is. Tiff is Mac Reese's sister-in-law, and she had a real good one. I think she is so wise. I love Tiffany. I think she's incredible. And she said, to me, being financially stable means having a plan for your money. It doesn't necessarily mean making six figures. You can make six figures and still not be stable. If he doesn't have a plan in his finances, it tells me he doesn't have a plan in other areas of his life either. I absolutely love that statement. I want to try to read a couple of them as quick as possible for us, but that's gonna be our first topic we were talking about here is if you broke, don't date. Do you feel that way? And I'm not saying that I feel that way. I'm just telling y'all that's the topic for today is if you're broke, if you're not financially stable, and what we mean by date, because that's the another thing people were saying. What we mean by date? Keep in mind, we're kind of grown men here, and we grown men and women are talking. We're not talking about casual dating. We're talking about dating with the purpose of seeing if things are going to go further on in the relationship. We're not talking about the casual dating. So just for all of you out there, if you wanted to know what the topic was, like I said, it's should a man not date until he is financially stable? And while I'm looking for that information, Joe, I don't know, you go ahead and because I know you put that post out there. What made you? What was this particular topic that stuck out to you? Like, let's hit this one on there.
So again, with this one, Mac tagged me in this one, and he tagged me in the video. I'm watching it, and the girl in the video, I mean, she sounded real kind of ghetto and nasty while she was discussing it. But she was saying to the man that she was doing a little interview with, she's like, I'm not dating no broke niggas. She said, you need to come with that bag. She's actually her thing was, she said, you need to be making double or triple what I'm making.
Yep. I remember that.
I was like, damn, I said that's tough. It was weird though. So personally for me, in relationships, the way I was brought up and the way I was taught was I need to be financially stable. You know what I'm saying? In a decent place to actually date a woman. And that's something that I've ran with before. It's funny. I went flat broke, like horribly, 2016. And it was just bad. I'm like, ooh, I'm trying to dig myself up out the hole. And there was this girl, man, I was talking to her for a little bit, beautiful, smart, in school, educated, all that good stuff. And I've never approached a woman before in my life without, being good. But I said, I'm not about to lose you. I said, let me take the chance. So I told her, I said, listen, I said, I'm going through a little financial situation right now. I said, but listen, I'm good with money. Things be smooth. She said, oh, okay, just hit me when you get back up.
Oh man.
I was dead. I said, can I consider her a bad woman? Or is she just like, no, I got a standard and this is my standard and that's what I'm rolling with. And I'm like, man. So again, even though that girl in that video was a little bit ghetto, a little bit sassy with what she was saying, she said, no, I've done before, the holding down of somebody that was going through a tough time trying to figure out. But she was like, I got cheated on, or they weren't dedicated enough to actually make something happen. And she said, no, I'm not doing that anymore. And when she said that, I understood. I'm like, man, a woman shouldn't have to hold you down. You driving her car, she coming home with the money and all that other stuff. I'm like, I get that. I get her reasoning for that. Like, that makes sense. But at the same time, which I've seen in tons of posts and tons of men pushing it, a woman can come into a relationship with nothing.
Yep.
I mean, but the shoes on her feet, and a man will be like, if you're willing to learn, I can teach you, and we make something happen. But a man cannot truly do that. And even if a woman does allow it for a period of time, she gets that frustration that gets kicked in real quick. Like, oh, you need to do something. So I just thought it was really funny, man. And I've seen a lot of different opinions on it, and it's been amazing to actually hear those things go.
Yeah, it's been good. I didn't like that what you said. It was funny because you just, like you said, you went in, she's just like, hey, you call me when you're done. Because it really didn't sound at first, like you said, I was like, dang, I'm dead. But it really didn't sound like so much of a diss, but more of a, I understand that. So, hey, you call me when you feel you got your stuff together. I think with this, and it's so particular because a lot of guys will get mad at that, and that would kind of go against the grain that I kind of say on here, and I have a standard. I think what happens for myself when you have a kid, especially a daughter, you think about what type of man. Wow.
That
you want her to have.
Yeah.
And you like, man. So when you said that, like the part of me like was laughing, but I'm like, almost
it
like
makes sense. Like
I get what you're saying, sister. I get what you're saying. As long as it ain't no degrading type of way, because she could be like, I'm feeling you.
Yep.
But if you feel that you're not in that place right now yet, we'll talk another time. I'm not saying I'm gonna wait, but we'll talk when you feel like you didn't got there.
I respected it. I respected it.
Yep.
I was hurt.
Yep.
Damn. But I respected it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, but you know, it's like you said, you can understand it in this day and age. And I know we're gonna get more into a lot more stuff because we got a lot to talk about. Because me and Jordan could go all day about this. I really think that some of the things he was saying, and I remember seeing the video, he was saying, well, a man doesn't care when a man really digs a woman. And he was right about that. When a man is really into a woman, he does not care about her finance or nothing. Wherever the situation is, he is into you and he is right there. But also, and I'm to my sisters out there, and women, period. Women have been doing that for a long time. Fellas, we just got to give it. We have to be honest with them. Women have been doing that a long time, taking guys at potential. They're like, I'm going to take you at potential. I know he ain't there. I mean, they will lie about you. They will do anything else. They'll stick up for you. They'll say, I know it seemed like this and that. You know, she'll slap. I seen women slap men the money at dinner because she loves him so much and don't want to bruise his ego. And this is why I say that I understand that, but also this is what I would say. The best way for you to handle a man that's in that position isn't to degrade him, but you can't pacify him either. You got to let him know that you love him, but you expect more. A good woman will draw the best out of a man. I don't care what nobody say. A good woman makes a man want to be better. It ain't no downplaying it. It just make him want to, because he wants to be able to have that badge and to have that self-esteem in himself to say, man, my woman is good. She taken care of. What happens with some guys, of course, they get that domineering master type thing. Like, man, look, I'll do this, I'll do that. Like, it shouldn't be like that. That's not a relationship then. It should be like we were saying last week. We was talking about the PlayStation. I'm like, I wouldn't mind. I would respect my girl to give me a gift like that, especially if we in that relationship. I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Yep.
You know, it's because y'all. It's just the love y'all both got each other, and it's like, heck, shoot, he didn't got me a gift of blah blah blah, hundreds or thousands. What does it matter?
Yep.
And I think that when it comes to that, and I'm gonna get to them in these comments. Y'all commenting fast. Man. I'm gonna go all the way back up to the top, then I'll finish my comment. I see Trish said on here. Trish just said, if a man is not financially stable, it will eventually cause serious relationship problems down the road. And you know what?
Why?
And you know what? This is why I say that for. I got it for you, Jay. I don't think it'll cause problems on the woman's side. Well, let me tell you. I'll tell you on the man's side. If a man ain't living up to his expectation, and depending on the type of man he is, his frustration is going to pour out into the relationship. Okay. I will say that for the man's side. Because you're going to be like, man, I'm out here doing this and ain't working. And it's going to be flustered out. I remember, you know, when you're first getting out of college, you're looking for the jobs, you ain't seeing it. You always like, come on, man, what you talking about? I got this experience. I was like, man, I've been a manager. I ain't been nothing less than a manager my whole entire working career. Why I'm getting frustrated? And that will cause that, because then he'll feel like a failure. See, but that's a different thing with a man. That's not a man that's reliant on a woman. That's a man that's trying to do better for himself.
Yep.
so he could get better. On the other side of it, I think that with women, she'll start to lose respect for him if she shows that he's giving up. Because I think a woman will stay with you a long time as long as you ain't giving up. Like, I'm trying, baby. But if you done gave up and all she gets to see is you on the couch every day, like, did you fill out an application? No, why? You know, it's going to stir off. And then she got to go into the world and see guys that are motivated. Woo. Yeah, it'll cause some issues, just a little. I think that issue. I don't know about if financial, you know, other outside of those two examples for men and women. I don't know what else would be the problem if it's effort being shown. I don't know.
What's the time frame?
That's a good question. To our ladies, that's out there. Do you think it's a time frame? To the fellas out there, do you think it's a time frame for stability?
Because when I think about it, again, especially, you know, when I think of success, you can work a job and be successful. But when I think of people that are really striving for success, I think ownership. They have ownership in something. So exactly what Crystal just said, acrimony. That boy, he was striving for something. And my thing is this: it took that was 18, 19 years. And the thing is, people have to understand. We were just talking before this actually started, Randy, and we were saying it's a process.
Yes,
it's a process to get to success and get to that point where you're just up and everything is beautiful. I think people nowadays, especially with, you know, Black people being so focused on rap music and entertainment, they see people get it kind of quick. And they don't realize that's 0.00000.
Tell them again. Tell them again, Jay. Tell them again.
Population. You know they see some scammers and stuff. It's like, yeah, but there's 10 in that city. You know what I'm saying? Or 20 in that city. That's not a lot of people. Yeah. The process is a fucking process.
Yes.
And successful people know to be successful, you gotta fail a lot. Like,
tell them, bro.
I don't care how good your business idea even is. It can be perfect, pristine. That don't mean it's gonna work. So I wonder, like, yo, what is the timing? Like, if I tell you, if we took 6 months.
I'm laughing at Kathy. Kathy, I'm laughing at you. You know that, right? You know I'm laughing at you, right? Kathy, like, bruh. Look, I ain't got that time to wait, Kathy. You gotta hustle hard. Kathy, like, you better go out here and you better go do something. You better go sell some oranges. You better sell some oranges on the freeway, boy. You better do something. Like, man, I gotta get her. Kathy, man. Kathy is a keeper. Kathy, like, man, Kathy, you good. Kathy got them guys out there, got that guy out there working. He like, no, man, I can't clip, man. I gotta bring that paycheck here, bro.
I can't go home till I get all.
Man, I can't do it, Kathy. I can't kill Kathy. I gotta lay it off, man. I gotta go do something.
Hey, but look, I like Kathy's other question though. She said, but if you start a relationship with a man who has less than you, why are you complaining now?
Yep. And I put that question back up there so everybody else could see. I know y'all seeing it, but that's a deep one. You know, I think a lot of people, it's just what George said. This is, what's the word we used before? I know we talked about this one time. Oddity. That's it. Oddity. Oddity.
Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg is the youngest known billionaire on the list right now. This man is an oddity. This does not happen every day, that this type of money has been made in this short period of time by a person, okay? So what happens is that people start developing unrealistic expectations.
Thank you.
And this is the killer of all things. I'm trying to think of the phrase. Oh my goodness, I got to find out what it is. But when I get back, but basically what I'm saying is that assumption is the mother of all evil. Thank you. Assumption is the mother of all evil. And what happens is that people tend to do too much looking at everyone else or their situation and have no idea what's going on behind the scenes or what got that person to that situation. Because you have somebody, and we've seen it over and over and over and over again. You'll have somebody. That's why I love what Tiffany said. You can make 6 figures and still not be stable. You could be a millionaire and still not be stable. Johnny Depp is in debt up to his eyeballs because of bad financial management. And Johnny Depp has made an excess of over $400 million. So this man, one of the richest on paper, I like to say that word, on paper, because that's all money is, on paper. Actors in Hollywood. Why doesn't he have more money in account? And why is he so struggling? We sat there, I was talking to my mother about them, like, how in the world is this man? He made $400 million. Mike Tyson has made an excess of over $400 million. He was at one time almost flat broke, still in debt. It is just amazing how people tend. MC Hammer. Excess of over $30 million.
The fact that that's a MC Hammer broke, like that's
that's what made it so bad. And people, it's like people got to understand it is a process. That's why I tell people, stop. First of all, there's a lot more important things in a relationship to start off talking about before the money. First of all, is y'all even compatible? That's the number one thing y'all should be thinking about in the first place. Y'all compatible. If you just saying, you know what, I like them because, or I just like them. I think it's a difference between when you say I like them or I like them because. That means you got some stipulations. That means it's really not unconditional.
You talking about I like them because?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like somebody say, like, I like her because she got a nice body. I like her because she got a nice body, man. She seem all right. Or you just say, man, I just like her. Man, I like her, man. I like everything about her, good, the bad, the ugly. Because I think personally, I tell people that all the time, man. When you get with somebody, you focus on the ugly. See how much you like the ugly part of them. Because everybody can like when it's good. Who can't like when it's good? But if you can't like them at their worst, you need to say, look, that's my stipulation. So when it comes to the financial aspect, which I understand, and finances I want people to understand this. Finances are important. 100%. They are important. They are very important.
Top reason to break up that and cheating.
And it's just, it's very important because I don't believe that you can have one person that is thrifty and really like to make sure the money is taken care of, and the other person be a straight up spendthrift. It's gonna be rough sledding. It's got to be a middle ground in regards to it. It's got to be a responsibility level because it could kill you out here. I mean, it's bad. It can make people. It breeds resentment when people have to do so many different things. Like, you ever seen that movie with Frankie Lyman? Why Fools Fall in Love? This dude, every woman he was with, they was breaking their neck for him. And Frankie Lyman was a straight up crackhead. But this is why I say this is kind of their fault. I know they loved him, but you gotta call it. You gotta call a duck a duck. Like, man, you a heroin addict. We can't be. You need to get help. I can't love you out of this heroin. You gotta love yourself out of with this heroin. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. So, and Kathy, I see what you're saying. Letting others manage your life and money. I see. That's what I think. I think that when you're when y'all a couple, it's important to understand your strengths and your weaknesses. If someone is stronger with the money, they should be handling the finances, but you should also know the inner workings of the financial situation in your relationship. So if someone is better with money, yeah, they should handle it, but it still needs to be y'all together doing it. So they're like, look, this is why we should do it like this. Just so you can look at it and you see it and things of that nature. It's just, it should be like that. It's too important. I don't think, like you said, you might have a lot of women right now, and I believe this is a big problem with a lot of people, like you said, especially in the Black community. A lot of young brothers have put themselves in positions of trying to dig themselves out of holes, trying to be impressive instead of be foundationally sound.
Yep.
Because they've been so much trying to impress the women. because I'm gonna let y'all guys know something. Women are going to get theirs. It just is what it is. Women are going to get theirs. Women are my man Ant.
I don't know though, man. I just gotta point this out. We kind of discussed this topic a lot of episodes ago, which again, I'm so happy we got a lot of episodes to go back to. A lot of content.
Yes.
But when Ant was on, you know, we had a couple of questions we were doing, and I said, you know, we discussed this a little bit. Should you be financially stable? And Ant was like, you know, my wife was there, da da da. But then Ant kind of relinquished some information and said, you know, he was a little stable before, you know, him and wifey became him and wifey for real. I'm just saying, had the house ready, you know. No, he said we go through it, but then you were stable, and I don't know. 31 years.
There you go, Kathy. 31 years. Yeah, Kathy, because you had that bullwhip on him. You better work. He's like, oh. Kathy don't play no games. Kathy, you be kicking my behind. I came home. I'm like, baby, I'm about to kick my feet up and watch this game. She's like, no, you ain't. You about to cut that grass. I love you, Kathy. It's funny. Ant, man, we go Ant. Next week, I'm sending you. Come on. I got you. I want you to come back. I want you to come back on. And I got some topics for you. Next week, come on. I'm going to send you the link. Send me your email. Put it in my inbox.
So this, I'm going to just throw this out here real quick, because I was asked the question today.
That's deep. He said it. I had to make sure I could hold me down before I could hold someone else down. I respect that.
I agree with that 100%. I just, again, I guess it's just the tradition, and the tradition is not changing. But a lot of women, again, I've been in, you know, a couple of relationships, and, you know, women always want to talk about marriage and things of that nature. Now, a big thing for me has always been, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Are you really ready to get married? Financially is a big thing for me, because I don't want to get married and you don't have any kind of foundation financially, independently, and you're relying on me to teach you everything and to flow through everything, because that's the issue. If you don't have it yourself, then we can't make it work. But again, like Ant said, he said, you know, making sure he's good. I just don't understand why maybe men should start having a standard for women. Like, no, you got to come on the same page. And in that video, the woman that I said, you know, was kind of ghetto and a little sassy with her stuff, she said, why don't men have a standard? You guys will accept a woman with nothing to offer financially, things of that nature. Why don't you make sure you're choosing women that do? And that was a tough question. I'm like, I don't know why we do that. I guess it's tradition also. We're cool, whatever. I think
you know, I see what she was saying, but I don't know if I fully agree. I feel like I did have a standard.
Okay.
I think that we have, I think in some essence that we do have, because I ain't just taking anything. You know, I ain't know what time I ain't going anything. You know, like we was talking about before, I think maybe our standards are just not standards. They have nothing to do if it's a good woman. Just like women, she said something that was, I didn't tricked out on guys and did all this. Well, maybe that was your standards. Your standards just didn't have anything to do with whether or not he was a good man. Like, we don't have a standard if it was a good woman. Like, some of my standards would be, man, she got to be chocolate. She got to have C cup. Anything less C cup, I can't do it. She got to she got to know how to do this. She got to be athletic build. And then I'll be like, yeah, I get this little, you know, this chocolate bombshell and everything else. I'm like, dang, everything else is just done, because you didn't realize, like, oh my God, like, oh man, either like you stupid, you ignorant, you selfish, you anything. You like, man, dang, you know, you wanted an ass, and then you mad when she act like one. So it's just crazy, because I think that's what it is. Like, even women, like, man, I wanted this guy, I wanted to be 6 feet, monthly, I want him to have this, I want to have that. Then I'm like, that had nothing to do with if he had integrity, if he would have the know-how to take care of his money. And it's just so much different things when they go into that. I think, like you said, me and you agree with finance. I think finances are right on. It is right. I really believe if they had a relationship rank of finances, I really believe it would be either 2 or 1A, 1C, tied with some other stuff, because it is very important in this day and age for financial. I don't like to say stability, because I like what Tiffany said. You just got to understand, and what me and you were talking about a couple of times. You have to understand that money is a tool. Money isn't the goal. Money has never been the goal. It's the things that you can get with money and build with money that you want to get, but it's not the money. One day, the American dollar is coming soon. It's just going to be worthless. It does nothing. They could change whatever it's going to be worth, whatever is going to be the commodity. At one time, the money was based on the gold. And it got so overwhelmed now that it's impossible to be based off the gold, and the gold standard is gone. So now when people talk about those, different things, when I look at it, I'm just like, you just got to know how to use the tool of money in success. Like investors, they'll have their money. The only way, it's just like Bill Gates right now, wherever he's worth, some odd billions of dollars. People don't understand that he doesn't have that in physical cash. It's if he said, I'm done, I'm going to sell off these goods, and this is the value of it.
Yep.
So what we have to understand is that it's just a tool. Money is just a tool. He could just do it. Just like you said, the good credit, it's a tool. It's a tool to get what you need. It's say, look, I don't have this money now, but if I have the credit, that means y'all saying, well, this guy got enough clout that we trust them enough to, hey, he's going to make the payments, and then we're going to give him a low interest rate so we're not taxing him. I mean, it's still loan sharking, but it's legal loan sharking. But that's the way, like I said, it should be. And if people understand that, it'll be a lot better. So I guess the message for the young man, older man, any man out there is this. I like what Ant said, that it's nothing wrong with, how can I say this? It's nothing wrong with the sweet struggle. The sweet struggle is when you are saying, I have a goal in mind. I have a place that I'm trying to get to. And I'm not going to let anyone steer me off that path, whether it be a woman, whether it be myself. This is what I'm going to do. It's called the self-sacrifice. It's like what Jordan said one time. Sometimes you got to be, like and I want to say eat cat food, but it's a good analogy that he made. Sometimes you guys like, look, I'm struggling. Like, yeah, I'd love to do this. Oh yeah, I love that $200 gym shoe, but you know what I like more is knowing that I could take that $200, double it and triple it in a week, then keep doing it over and over again. And now we talking money to the point where you realize, dang, I really didn't even want that gym shoe. I just wanted it because it was appealing to me at the time. We got to stop thinking short term when we can think of financial stability, or I would say financial planning, smart financial planning. Think long term. Remember that. Just think long term.
Everything, again, for me, is going to revert back to that D word, discipline. And the funny thing is, a man with discipline attracts the most women. Like
women.
If you're a disciplined man, and you ain't going to get honey, so if you ain't got no honey. And that's the truth. But what's always been the same? Don't chase the women, chase the money, and the women chase you anyway. And that's never stopping. First of all, I just want to put this as a little, it's not factual, but it's factual to me. Women love money more than men.
Absolutely.
Period.
110 degrees. I agree with that.
Okay.
Every day of the week, twice on Sunday.
It took some time, but I thought men always talk about chasing money and stuff. No. Women love more money more than men. Point.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely. I've seen women. It started off, and I tell you, because we're going to talk about y'all women. We got to talk about the women today. I invited y'all. I'm tired of y'all women, emailing us at Unfiltered talking about, when you go put some more women. We always put women on the show. We always invite women to the show. I think that when the light get ready to get on y'all, you're like, oh, okay, do it. Come on. You got to come to the Lion's Den. Everybody comes to the Lions Den. Kathy said lies. No, Kathy, you just contradicted yourself after you just told me that you got to have your husband selling oranges on the expressway. Like, sell them oranges. You better not. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Kathy, what's your husband's name? I want to say his name right. You better get out there, Keith. Keith, I don't want to hear it.
It is really truth though. Like, again, the fact that a woman won't date a man for real unless he's actually, at least decent financially, because you thinking about his money, okay? And women spend a man's money before he can. Like, I don't know. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
I mean, don't get us wrong. And Kathy, I don't want you to get it twisted whatsoever. And I know you're not. I love you, Kathy. Men love treating a woman like queens. I love Bobby. Oh man, you made it even worse, Kathy. Bobby. Oh my goodness. Bobby Ray, you better get your man to work, Bobby Earl. Bobby Earl, I want to hear that. Like, oh, I just broke my leg, Kathy. No, Bobby Earl. Kathy, you be motivating him. I can tell though. 31 years, you motivate him. And he does it because he loves you. That's period. When you have your woman, you want to give her. Kathy, you may make it as no better. but you motivate. Like, I have to go and just spend the money I want to on my woman because she won't take it. She won't take it. She just won't take it. She's that kind of woman. Like, I'm out here. I've been doing it by myself, which that's something that she got to work herself through too. But you have to, and I mean, even with women I've dated, see, I've always been attracted to strong women. So women who have been taking care of themselves for so long and doing it, it seems like it's almost like you are trying to come in on a territory, and you got to be careful about how you do it. You got to come with them with a vulnerability to say, I'm not doing this because I think I own you. I do this because I care about you. I do this because I want to do it. I do this not because I think that if I do it, you're going to give me something in return. I do it because I want to. And that's what men want when they have a woman. They want to be able to give them the world. Any man worth anything wants to give his woman the world. That's why Ant just said, I want to make sure I could take care of myself before I could take care of my queen.
Exactly.
Like, you got a kingdom. You ain't got no servants. You got a big, huge castle. Ain't got no servants. It's dirty and everything else like that. You're like, no, I'm going to make sure that my stuff is taken care of. So when my queen get in here, all she got to do is enjoy the fruits of the labor. Mm-hmm. Now, like you said, Jordan, that's how we was, that's what raised. My mother always told me to make sure, to pull out the chairs, take care of women, pay on the date. Ain't no woman been on a date with me and ain't paid. I make sure that happens. It ain't to open the doors, everything else. It's just I do that, and it's like such a weird thing for women. Like, I just ain't had no gas. You'll be surprised how many women have never had a man that has stepped up and been a man.
Yep.
Financially, we ain't talking about in the bedroom. We talk about financially, mentally, just everything else. So, like we said, the stability, I agree with it. I think a man needs to make sure that he has a financial plan ahead of himself. And to be honest, if you're really trying to pursue someone and you want to woo her and date her, I think you need to, like you said, be straight up front and honest with her and be prepared for honesty. Because keep in mind, some women, women are hustlers. Women are really good at what they do. And I ain't saying this in a negative way.
Yeah.
They're good. Women get out here and they get it because they do it not just so much for themselves. I'm talking about really back in the day. Now a lot of women, they just going all over the place for, we ain't gonna even talk about, what I'm saying?
I can't knock them. They hustling.
They doing out here. They doing they business. They hustling. They doing everything they got to do. They not waiting. They taking advantage of everything that they can do. and they get out here and doing it. But they're at a disadvantage too. We got to be right, real about when it comes to women, especially black women. It's just the truth. They're the highest educated group in the country. There is no group that's got more education than black women, but yet they the least hired, they the least paid. Is the male counterparts or other women counterparts of the same of different nationalities or anything else? They out here hustling. So what they said, some women and people about it's just education. No, they just ain't education. You got a lot of women that said forget college. They going to be. I'm talking about entrepreneurs. They doing their thing. They like forget that. I do this good, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I love it. I love it. I seen a group of women, people like that. They were selling their merchandise in this section on Livernois. Some people like, dang man, they crazy. They got a traffic jam to buy their things.
That's where people at.
Yep. They are hustling. They're not lazy. Women are not lazy. If you found a lazy woman, you picked the apple that already fell off the tree and is battered and bruised. I'm just telling you. That's all I'm saying. But outside of that, yep, I just agree. I agree. Man, you should be somewhat stable. You can't be, if you ain't got no way, if you're gonna be in the date and you gotta be counting pennies and quarters and change to figure out how you're gonna pay, it may not be a good idea to go on the date or ask them out on the date. What did it say? I'm a professional at robbing Peter to pay Paul. If I have to, not ashamed of it either. It happens sometime. And you know what? But this is what I say with that. And Trish, I got you on that one. So much. Trish, I'm sorry. Let me catch up. We said we love having the cash to take care of business. It's not necessarily the money. We don't like to having to figure out where we're getting the cash from. I agree with that. And I've heard a lot of women say that. A lot of women, when it's talk about, look, we just want to take care of the business. When I have to depend on somebody else and they are unreliable, I'm gonna tell you, that's a concern with men too. I'm gonna be honest with Jordan. You know what I'm talking about, bro. It's a concern with men too. I don't like putting trust in anyone for something I gotta do.
Yeah.
I know it's important to me. That's why I hustle the most, and I am very strategic and very cautious and very wise about who I give my trust to in certain things. Like CJ said, a woman, like, look, I need you to be here. I'm a time person. I get to work early. I like being there early. I like doing everything. I'm a time baron. So when people is late, it irritates me. So when I tell a woman, look, we gotta be here this time. And I'm right around the corner. No, you ain't around the corner. You ain't around the corner because if you don't say I'm here and then I go outside because I'm gonna go outside. I'm thinking that you're there. You ain't there. So now you instantly got me more irritated because you're lying. And now I'm like, look, just say if you're gonna be there, just be there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So then I had to start being strategic and say times like, oh yeah, we gotta be there at 7. No, I gotta be there at 10. And it's like, whoa, why are we early? Because this is the way it's supposed to be. We here early and we got everything taken care of. This ain't no cabaret where you think you're gonna show up fashionably late. We supposed to be, this is business. This is a concert. I remember I went to see Phantom of the Opera. So I'm already now I'm low key. I know a lot of people can tell, but I'm low key bougie a little bit. I'm low key bougie. I can't front that out. So I go there, I'm a very trench coat, suit lay. I love, ain't nothing better than I love nice suit, boom, boom, boom. So I'm sitting there, boom, home, like looking at my watch, pocket watch coming out. I just do be. I was like, I'm like, Tom. I'm just, it is what it is. And that's how I am. So I remember like, we have to be there. Cause I like, get there and I'm like, time just kept going by. Like, I am so not ready. What excuse did you not have? So now I'm pissed off for the night, just a little bit. So now I'm looking at Phantom Raptor like this. And she on the side like, it's so good. I want to shut the fuck up. I had people here. To see this. I wanted to see this. But yeah, I mean, I know we got off a little bit to that, but yeah, get yourself financially, get a good finance plan for your finances right. For your finances right. I know we got this other topic. Excuse me. And this was like kind of weird to let me go to this topic. I'm really big in politics. Just in case y'all didn't know, this week, of course, we had Kamala Harris was given a nod for the VP running mate of Joe Biden. And like I said, this election is so pivotal to me. I just want people big time to basically like an extra mad in the mud without the mask. And I've already been on the fence with my vote for a while now, because I really want to make sure I'm making the right vote and everything else like that. And we ain't gonna turn this into a political discussion. But I noticed that a lot of people complain about the process, who was picked, and things of that nature. But these are the very same people that never vote. And I don't ever have a problem with who people vote for. It's your right as an American citizen that you can vote for whoever you want to vote for, and you ain't got to tell nobody who you voted for. Mm-hmm. If that was the case, they would make it be on social media and make you look at the poll and say it out loud to everybody. And it's not reality TV. My thing out there, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on it, because we got better topics than this. Y'all know what y'all need to do, how y'all need to vote, and things of that nature. We even said it over and over again. Do your research. Vote for whoever's in your best interest. I've put this on this. I'm going to put it in the stat too. ustrack.gov. govtrack.us. This is a site where you can type in every single senator, a representative, because that is the election that matters the most. Those are the races that matter the most. It's the congressional and the local elections. It's the very ones y'all never show up to vote for. I've said this over and over and over again. But now we're going to put some hustle behind your muscle. Thank you, Jay, for putting that down there. govtrack.us. You can type this in. They will look up the information. You can see where they voted on every key topic, whether it's criminal, where it's education, where it's infrastructure. You can see it and see how they voted on it. You can see how advocacy groups have rated them in regards to things. This is what we need to do. This is how we make the right decision by right research, okay? Now, would that research mean that you're going to change your vote, whether you vote for Trump or Biden? No, it doesn't mean that. You can still want to say you want to do it because you like the research, but you got to vote. This is it. We ain't going to get on here and politicize anything. We're not going to say vote Biden. We ain't going to say vote Trump. I'm going to say you need to make that decision for yourself, whoever you're going to vote for. You got to go to the polls. You got to live with it, point blank, period. That's it.
That's a big site you just shouted out, though. I've never heard of it. I didn't know that existed. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Ain't that, man? It's great. See, and it's there.
You got to push that out more, Randy, because I never knew. That's dope.
Yep, govtrack.us. You type it in, you'll see. I'm telling you, everything is open record in the United States when it comes to voting on laws. It's just that probably 90% of the citizens don't go look it up. And the people that do look it up is the ones that y'all, when they talking about on during the debates, they're like, hold on, you voted this, you voted that. Hold on, you didn't vote on this, you didn't vote that. Some of them, you have to fact check them. Some of them is a little, exaggerated, but some of them are right on. Mm-hmm. The things about Kamala Harris, that
track record horrible.
Look,
we ain't gonna say against my people. It's horrible.
I would just say, do it like you say, Jay. Just we on here on Unfiltered. We'll just say this: your vote counts. Your vote is important. Go vote. And if you don't vote, then shut up. Shut up. But, I like that. That's going to be our another thing. If you don't vote, then shut up, because you don't care that much about it. Basically, you didn't care that much about it in the first place. So as we get into the our next topic, and I love this, and I didn't kind of put this on there. I put this on there for a reason too. But man, people went crazy. This past, was it Thursday when the WAP? See, Friday. Me and Jordan, and a lot of other guys. If you work at AT&T, if you ever worked there, we got a thing called a WAP. So when I saw it come out, I'm like, WAP. I'm like, you mean a wireless access point? That's she talking about. She got AT&T. I'm like, dang, AT&T. But
good
Like, think possible. But it was the video. It really got a lot of attention, and I'm gonna tell you the attention that surprised me it got from, bro. Women.
Yep.
Wow. It was. Women were extremely upset. And you know what? This is where I tell people, and we've been saying this for a long time on Unfiltered. We didn't got to the point. I told people that women gonna get to a point where they're gonna get sick of the things that other women are doing. And I've said this before when we was talking about the Me Too movement. And like I said, the next topic is sex sells. Whether you like it or not, it does. It just does. We Jordan, Mac, Nicole, we've talked about this one. Like I said, we got a catalog of episodes. Go back and enjoy every single one of them, y'all. But in this, I tell you, Jordan said this one time before. He's like, man, I'm not judging whether it's right or wrong and all this other stuff. I'm just saying sex sells and they ain't gonna starve. And I respect it. It's the truth. They're not gonna starve. The points that I just realized this time, the only time I said I will make some comments about it, and we said this, I said, well, when women get tired of it, that's when you're gonna start seeing it stop. Yep. And I think we might be a little bit approaching, not fully, because it's still gonna sell, but we are approaching where women are getting tired. The Breakfast Club, first of all, Angela Yee,
trash,
bro.
She's such a neutral, whatever the popular kind of is. Most of the time, she just flow it. The way she was trying to answer the questions that people that called in were posing, and Charlamagne too, man. At least when it comes to Cardi B, he ride those nuts tough, and I hate that mess. I'm like, nah, bro. First of all, my honest opinion, I love the video. That book was sexual as can be. The lyrics was as sexual as you want to get. It's nasty, it's freaky, it's what it is. As a man, I was like, oh boy, I'd love to get Meg and Cardi in a room because that's some craziness. But again, I like the Breakfast Club. It's something that I listen to on a regular basis. When I hear them saying it's not degrading women are just showing their sexuality. I'm like, man, that was some overly sexual, some hypersexual stuff. And to be frankly honest with it, women are always talking about respect when it comes to them. But things of that nature, that brings out that whole culture. And when I was in my pimping days, I didn't care, I was dating to just smash you. I would have loved for a song like this to come out. I would have loved for a video like this to come out. You want to be a hoe? Cool. I can treat you like that. And we can be perfectly fine. But you can't try to ask for the best of both worlds. Like, I want to live like this, but be treated with that same respect also. It's tough.
Yeah, bro. I knew this was going to be tough when we talked about it today. That's why I really wanted to get some more women on here. But I tell you, man, they be getting women, y'all getting scared, man. You got to stand up for your right, man. Come on this show, burn your bra. Stand up. You got to protest. But no, seriously, we talked about this, and I said, and I see a couple of comments. Kathy, and I'm gonna bring up that comment too. Kathy, I'm gonna put a couple of these comments out here. Kathy said, and this is what it is. We grew up with Too Loud Crew, Too Short, Nothing Surprises Me. And you know what? At first, I was gonna say, like, you know what? That's absolutely right. We did grow up with that, but this still don't have nothing to do with why women want to do it. And this is the conversation that, oh man, okay, ladies, I want y'all to listen to me. I want y'all to really listen. See, the Me Too movement came out saying y'all were tired of being treated, sexually assaulted
as objects.
And you was all on it. I mean, y'all even had Oprah Winfrey, who could care less about y'all, get up there and say, it's time for change. Times are changed. It's time to change. But y'all really don't want to change. I think y'all was caught up in the emotion. And Angela Yee said one thing that kind of bothered me. It's just what you said. She said, men have been sexualizing women all the time in hip hop. I am finally glad that women are able to sexualize it. I'm like, oh, hold on now.
That was the dumbest statement I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, bro, Jay, I was driving when I'm like, what did she just say? So you're saying men objectifying women and with it being a problem, but now you're happy that women is objectifying them and it's better? And this is exactly what so many women have said. Kathy, I see you. Kathy said 2 extra strippers. What do they expect? Yep. Trish said they go too far with it nowadays. You know, I'm gonna put it like this.
Not a stripper. She's not a stripper.
Yeah. Meg ain't a stripper. She built like one though. She built like one. Good Lord. And I'm gonna tell you, my problem with both of these is this, and I'm gonna go in detail. And Jordan, I'm gonna let you hit off of it. You can say, and say what is that? Is that one, when she said that comment, that made me say, so if a culture, it's just like what I hear some black people say, like, look, I want y'all to respect us as black people everywhere where we go, but then you don't hold that same standard to black people.
Yep.
To treat their own people like that. That's a twisted statement that we've said so many times on the show, like, that don't make sense. Come on, y'all, that don't make sense. So when I see women, this is where it turned me out, was that I saw so many women, the women that were calling in on Angela Yee and Charlamagne and them, they were giving it to them. They had no answers. Charlamagne was one to see, like, oh, did you listen to Little Kim? Girl say, no.
I did.
Queen Latifah? What are you talking about? She's like, oh, okay, I see you, Mom. Like, Charlamagne, if it happened, what did it mean? What is the difference? What they're saying now is that it was certain lyrics and how they did the video that offended them. Like I said, the video itself, I saw it. To me, it ain't no different than any video I've seen. I didn't see where they raunch. I didn't see it raunch. I think Tip Drill was raunchier than that video. You know what I'm saying? To some because when I remember seeing Tip Drill, all I remember is the really thick one with the black bikini. I was like, whoa, geez, this her and the one in the gold. I just remember. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, woo. I'm sliding the credit card down between the cracker button, just shake. I'm like, bro. I'm like, I seen it. Team Mars. I mean, Megan and Cardi. I mean, they just it did what it did. They're selling the culture, but this is what the problem is. The problem is what women are tired of is the culture itself. The culture of selling and sexualizing women, but especially women of color. That whether it be Latino, whether it be black, those are major two. We just need to front it out. Those are major two that everybody want to do. If you think about any of the video vixens, they're black, major black or Latino. They got a few whites, but those are the big ones.
I don't know the white ones.
yeah, I was about to say that too. Coco at one time, Ice-T married her.
Oh, okay.
But that was it. But other ones, yeah, like you said, you look at all the rest of them. You look what Melissa Ford. I mean, it's a whole bunch of them. I mean, shoot, what's the girl that who took it to another level, wrote some books? Some of them make their money off of it. That was their bread and butter.
What's her name?
Superhead. Kareem Steffens.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they made their money off of it. And you know what? I can understand what women said. Man, women felt like, man, that's degrading. It felt like it was degrading women because she got a son. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how I would look at my mom if she making a book and she's speaking about this in a reference of pride that they call her superhead because she's known to suck a lot of penises in the industry. I would be like, whoa, like it'd be to the point where you're like, man, Mom, I love you, but I don't know if I can, I wouldn't be quick. That's a sticky subject. But women now, it's crazy. So now the women, and you know what? I'm gonna say shout out to my women, you wonderful women. And I mean this because I really think that y'all are just like, we are tired. They are tired of being sexualized, saying, look, we got brains, we're educated, we wonderful, we more than just TNA. And that's one thing that stuck out to me when all the women kept saying the same thing on the show that day, like, we more than TNA. Mm-hmm. You gonna say, I gotta pay my college tuition. I'm like, and that's what most girls do in the strip club. They paying their college tuition to trick around and didn't want to say, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still got the ring. But it's like, wow, I know people want to say they're not role models. And the only reason y'all say that out there, like they ain't role models, is because y'all like the music. because no matter what you do as a celebrity, the reason why you're a celebrity is because you're celebrated. Y'all got to look up the word celebrated. That means you have people that are looking up to you that enjoy you. If you don't believe that, look at the followers. Megan Thee Stallion got over, I want to say, at least a good 10 million followers. So Cardi might be in that same range. You think 30, all those 30, yo, like that number, bro? You think that's all 20 and 30-year-olds? Y'all better rethink that.
What is that? That's 12 to what? Like the big demographic. It started at 12 to something.
Yep. Like what, 12? I'm going to say at least to 18 has got to be the bigger demographic. It's got to be the biggest demographic. That's why when they was doing cigarettes, remember they told people when they was doing cigarettes, they would always advertise it to children. Yep. Everything is advertised to the younger generation because they're the newer buyers. You got to get them. You think I'm going to advertise cigarettes to somebody that already got cancer? They on their way out. You got COPD. You on your way out. I need new lives. That's business. I know somebody like, man, Randy, you cruel, man. Somebody got, no, I'm not cruel. I'm telling y'all the truth. This is the realness about it. You're going to advertise to the audience and the demographic you want to do. That's why hip hop music has been so degraded. Think about it. Y'all will see the change. We're not fronting out. I remember coming up, the big gangster rap. Woof. All they was talking about killing during the gangster rap. That was all they was doing. I'm going to kill you, nigga. Sweat this nigga shirt up, nigga. Got you dead, nigga. And it would say it. I mean, and you just like, dang, like, woo, dang. And then all of a sudden, some other hip hop started coming along. Pac came along. He was still talking about killing, but he started making his music more toward the women. He like, okay, let me make the woman to the women because they the ones who buying the albums. People was buying gangster rap, but you wasn't getting rich off of the gangster rap albums. The labels were, not the artists. So now they got smarter. Now, the one thing about artists today, they got smarter. They coming out on their own. They ain't signing with no big record company. Like, man, forget y'all. We gonna do it on our own YouTube and everything else, save our life. But when you see these videos, like I said, these ladies, they just getting tired of it. I was just blown by how the women was saying. It wasn't the guys. The guys was pretty much like, man, you know, I've seen it before. I ain't think nothing else of it. I would think now the women would be like, you know what, we about to do something different. We can still do this and not have to be doing everything that they talking about doing. And but the problem is, I could say, don't be mad at Cardi. Cardi has been straight up honest from beginning. She's probably, to me, the most genuine artist and the realest that I've seen from beginning to end. Mm-hmm. She has said this. She laughs at herself. I remember she got that big knot on her head. She was making fun of herself for that. She was like, yeah, I mean, I'm crazy. She said something that was really deep. And Jordan, I don't know if you remember, but you brought it up. She said, I tried to make albums that were about positivity. Yeah. But hoes like, dang, we don't want to hear this. What about that popping your pussy? So I went back to make albums about popping my pussy.
I'm gonna pop that thing.
That come from a woman, y'all. Mm-hmm. Come on. That come from an artist that said, I tried that. And they wasn't feeling it. So that should let you know the mindset of a lot of them. Now Meg, beautiful woman, but Meg is pump faking. And let me just go over this with y'all, okay? Meg is pump faking. She is strictly selling an image. And this is how I know this. And I'm going to tell y'all, and a lot of y'all going to be mad about it.
You're cracking me up on this one, man.
I know, bro. She's pump faking, bro. She has been, since she came in the game, all she been preaching is savage. I'm a savage. I'm this. I do this. I do that. I want this kind of guy. I want that kind of guy. You get this nigga. You get him. You got him. It just happened that the violent aspect of it that you so much talked about kind of went out against you and didn't turn out the way that maybe you thought it was. But I don't know how. If you're supposed to be about that life, then you know what come with it. So now you got shot in the foot, or presumably you got shot in the foot, however it is. And now you went from savage to puppy because now you got mad because people were making fun of you on social media. You were crying. You said you were traumatized. You're a goddamn savage. Savages, this happened to them all the time. 50 got shot 9 times. Pop got shot 6. People were making fun of them. Then they come on there like, stop making fun of me, nigga. Don't you see the tears in my eyes, man? I was traumatized. They took them shots, nigga. Because they was real savages. You ain't a savage. You pump faking. You pump fake and you put an image out to this whole entire culture, especially these young women, and I don't appreciate it. So now you done told everybody else, talking about, oh, everybody be sorry for her, be sorry for him, be sorry for her. Like, get out of here. She a savage. Dope boys don't get tears. Maybe but you know, when a dope boy gets shot, like, okay, man, he shot. You know, like, man, yeah, I'm getting up out of this, man. They know about this and that. Man, everybody laughing at me because I got shot, man. I can't believe this, man. I'm on the stand, dog. I'm facing triple life, man. I didn't want to be like this. I wasn't about this life. No, you chose it. Stop rapping about things that you're not willing to live. And that's what my problem with Meg is. And I think a lot of women has peeped it out a little bit, and they calling them out on it. That's what I would say. You mean don't call yourself out in no lifestyle? I have more respect for you if you about whatever you say you're doing than you not. Because now not only are you selling this image to these young girls who are around here memorizing your songs. Yeah. Copying your style. And people got the nerve to say your parents need to raise their kids. Let me tell you something. I raised my daughter. I know you raised your daughter. I know a whole bunch of other people that raise their kids. But let me tell you something. Kids got lives outside of us, and it's called school and the people they hang around with. And what you do is that you just build them up with enough to hope that they can withstand it. But man, the amount of exposure they got, these kids got a lot to deal with.
Now, with how the internet is so open, social media is so prevalent, it's a lot. I was hoping you were gonna roll into this because I really want to. I mean, we've talked about it and discussed it, but your opinion on the role models, like again, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people were saying this isn't a role model. This shouldn't be your role model. Things of that nature. Which again, I get and I understand. But the influence that these women hold is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Well, you have, again, if you look at Cardi B's page, brands, tons of brands promote through her. Why the hell are they promoting through her? Because
she's an influencer.
Ridiculous.
It's influence. This is why you, like you said, bro, and I'm gonna let you finish that because I know you got your point. But this is why I laugh when people talk about they ain't role models. Okay, we'll use a word that's more comfortable then for you cocksuckers that just don't want to, I mean, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to call y'all cocksuckers, but some of y'all is, because my idea as a cocksucker is somebody who obviously know that is wrong. And what they, and they know what it is, but they just want to try to tiptoe around the daisies. You don't want to creep around the bush. Come on, man. Let's be honest. Come on, we adults. Let's be honest. Okay. Don't use role models. Let's use a word that's more convenient. Influencers. You stupid motherfuckers. It's the same thing. Influencers. This is why like you said, they pay people millions of dollars to advertise good on their page because they are that high media influencers. Yep. If they ain't that much influencers, why the heck they take the amount of likes off of Instagram? Because they realize people are that so much in tune to that. People are getting depressed. They were killing themselves because they wasn't getting the like. Come on. And they were looking at other people's pages. He got like a 300 million. He got 300 likes. Only got this 2 likes. These young kids now are underneath so much pressure. Man, I tell you, man, you got to pray and cover your kids all the time. But, man, it's just beyond me how people don't think that they're not responsible. Let me tell you something. I guarantee you, most of the basketball players in the NBA, fathers, one in their lives, but they looked up and they idolized somebody that was playing basketball. So that drove them to make them want to do better. Whether it's, man, I want to do better for my kids. I thought I saw this, man, I saw him playing. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Rapper, anything else. That's an influencer. Okay. They modeled a role that you wanted to do. Okay. Do I got to break it down like that for people? Man, go ahead, Jay. I know what you're saying with that influence. People just stop trying to. This is what I get upset about so much with my people. Y'all want to be, what's the word? Y'all want to be selectively argumentative. Y'all want to be selective. You can't do that. oh, if this person do it is wrong, but if it's somebody I like, it's good. No. This is the problem I told y'all about with all that Black Lives Matter, all that stuff. It ain't about black, it ain't about white, it's about right and wrong. This is where we just all need to get to. What's right and what's wrong? And everything else in the middle is subjective. Like, we can agree, like Jordan said that time, he gonna keep explaining about. Bro, sex sells. We all know this. For like somebody like Meg Thee Stallion, I mean, every woman, I'm gonna tell you, more women are turned on by Meg Thee Stallion than men. I bet money on that.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it's about. I'll put it like this: she's a physical specimen that everybody can guarantee and say, "Wow, that's gonna sell sex." If she was a stripper, she would be winning competition. She would sell out in every strip club if they knew she was coming. She'd probably be asking for 50 G's up front just to walk in the door. I need 50 up front to walk in the door.
If she fall on hard times, that's what you need to do. Okay?
Yep, that's what she need to do. And Cardi, she said she was a stripper. She said, I did this because I wanted to get out of the strip club. And this woman, that's why I say I got so much respect for Cardi, because she tried to do something different. She understands that I am an influencer. These two have both said that we want to influence other women to show that you can do it too. So that argument y'all making for they don't want to be role models, and boom.
False.
It's over. Yeah. They've said it already. They trying to influence. Beyonce, same thing. The Beehive. Say one bad thing about Beyonce, man. You be wanting to kill yourself. You be like, man, let me just destroy my page.
Yeah.
Let me destroy my page. So I'm sorry, Jay. You go ahead, bro.
No. I'm rolling off what you were saying more, just the influencer thing. The fact that Cardi B started rolling into that political element a lot on her page. Again, she was sitting down with senators. She had conversations with the president, like, Cardi B? But they're saying they're not role models. It's like, yo, well, not them. People saying they're not.
People saying it because she know it. Cardi know it.
You know the influence you have, man. I think it's crazy, man. And personally, for me, I was just sitting there. Again, they song is WAP. I love me some wet ass pussy, and I always will to the death of me. Like that's some good stuff right there, okay? But when I really start to think, like you listen, you see all these kids, they know the words to these songs. And Randy, I've been sitting here praying, like, oh, my daughter ain't gonna hear that song with me. I pray she don't hear it with her mama. Because I'm like, I can't have them kind of visuals. I don't want them thoughts like that. That mess is crazy.
It's crazy.
I don't know. I believe it was you. I think I'm getting all this stuff from the live video you discussed, but you talked about a girl on camera, young girl at the high school getting three, you know what I'm saying?
Three guys.
Again, and if people don't think the music that we listen to and those things are not influences, you got to be kidding me, man.
You got to be kidding me. Like you said, bro, if you don't believe it, look at white culture. Hip hop is culture changing. It's big money.
Yep.
NBA, look at it. It went into video games. Listen to Madden. Listen to NBA 2K. There's nothing but hip hop on there.
That's it.
Okay. And it just ain't black kids and Latino kids that play video games. It's more white kids that listen to that. And they concerts. It just it's culturally, because music is one thing that everybody can relate to. You can't put it in race. It can't be bound by race. Nope. You know what I'm saying? That's what made when Michael Jackson. You know what's incredible about Michael Jackson? This guy could go over to Singapore. He could go into Iraq and make them cry because Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying, and everything else like that. That's powerful. Like, they don't speak his language, he don't speak theirs, but they know the music and they like, man, I love it. You got kids in China, they love Michael Jackson. They may not know who everybody else, but I'm telling you, it's few people in this world that everybody around the world know. You're like, Mike Tyson might be on that list. He was famous in one time where everybody knew he is. Beyonce definitely up there now. shoot, like I said, Michael Jackson, maybe. I would say Prince big, but I think that Michael Jackson and Beyonce, the entertainer aspect, they're bigger. They across the world, and they just hit like that. But it's just like you said, it's for people to say they not role models. Because I tell people all the time, anytime you're doing something, we on here, it's people. We get people's all the time saying, man, if I didn't hear y'all talk about it, I would have never heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's on a regular day basis. We hear that, man. The topic. That's why we take consistent pride in making sure we present factual information. We never trying to be the first people to break stories. We always question each other like, hold on, let me look that up. You just heard me on here. Hold on, let me look that up first. And I ain't looking up one source. We looking up a couple of sources because we want to make sure we fact checking. Because one thing I never want to do is to our followers and this is to give y'all some false narrative information and look, I'm biased. We attack every aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it's good. So I would like to say, we know sex sells, but I'm telling you, these women, they're getting tired and they are speaking up. And like I said, I know Jordan, like you got a daughter, I got a daughter. And that's like you said, that's our biggest fear. I'm like, baby girl, man, like you don't need to hear. I heard the words of the song. Like, I agree. It's stuff that adults do that that's adult stuff. Yeah. You can't monitor me. I can do what I want to do. But the same token, it's a standard I got to have for my child too, my daughter. I ain't going to have my daughter in the car listening to WAP on the side of me and tell her, hey, don't do none of the stuff they say. But I'm listening to it and jamming out to it. It made me look like a hypocrite. Kids ain't stupid. These kids have been exposed to too much stuff.
Yep.
I didn't let like my little younger nephews, I wouldn't let them play Call of Duty. I mean, well, you know what I'm saying? Grand Theft Auto. I'd be like, man, what they doing? I'm like, man, no, y'all can't play this one, man. I mean, I know y'all know, some of y'all might know the difference, but I don't feel right y'all playing this, man. Y'all think, they doing everything. Call of Duty is like watching Scarface and playing it in real life. So, I mean, Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's just, now we just got to get to the point where I think that, because one woman said something that kind of touched me, and she said, man, we got to get to a point where we show our young sisters that they more than just sexual objects to men or women.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Because it's some strong studs out there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They be up there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. And like I said, the whole video, like you said, the video itself, I said I didn't find nothing wrong with the video. I just think it might be time for a change. If you want someone to think seriously what you're saying, you got to change it up.
Right there, man.
Yep, you got to change it up. It's just like you said, if a woman keep coming to, like if we had a woman on the set, that's like Nicole. If Nicole came on here and said all the time, like, I want y'all to stop talking about ratchet stuff and all blah blah blah, but all she talked about was ratchet stuff and all this other stuff, and that's on me. I was like, hold on, I thought you said you didn't want us to talk about it, but you're doing it. Or we just stop talking about, man, I want y'all to stop being disrespectful to black people, but the first thing we doing is being disrespectful to black people.
Yeah.
We look like hypocrites, man. So
I wanted to point real quick at again. I don't know. It was kind of sad when we you had brought up the Me Too movement.
Mm-hmm.
When Meg said, "I'm effing them to pay my tuition," I was like,
"Bro."
I said, "Isn't that the epitome of the issue that the Me Too movement was trying to drive? Like." We're not trying to do what is it? Quid pro quo?
Yep.
Like I'm like
favor for a favor, bro.
Isn't that?
Yep.
But I mean, we'll leave that alone.
But like we said before, we had people saying that we can all be our own worst enemy. Woo, Kathy, I like that. That's some true statement right there. We can all be our own worst enemy. Trish, it says he never cursed or showed anything negative, and they didn't like that about him. He had women all around the world fainting over him all the time. Yeah, Michael Jackson. He like I say, different style. You can't fake. There's some things you just can't fake. Like I said, music is one of the biggest things in the world because you could go to a concert or anything else like that. And, music just touch you, depending on what it is. It's going to touch you, make you feel a certain way. What Trish said? Trish said, Mac, I brought that up so many times. It's a whole bunch of women. Because I remember a guy even said that, like, what else women gonna rap about then? I'm like, man, do you know how many cold female artists out here right now that can hold their own. We ain't just talking about cold female. We talking about women that are out cold MCs is better than men. Rhapsody, I say this all the time. I mention her name. This woman spits. This is incredible. MC Light, Queen Latifah. It's a whole bunch of women out here that can actually, they out here spitting. And they remember, Young M.A. can spit. It's some women out here that's spitting. But the problem is, they're never going to outsell sex. Content and character will never outsell sex because sex is simple. Everybody thinks about it. And it's an animalistic trait. It's easy. And being animalistic is easy. Ravage, savage. Until you get shot in the foot like Meg and you realize the junk is real and now you don't want to be a savage no more. Period. And that's my problem. I don't want nobody pump faking. I don't like people. I like when people go out there. I don't like when people, you have some rappers, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of some Detroit rappers, and I support Detroit rappers to a point, but don't come out here selling out my city, talking about all, you know what I'm saying, that this is all that we do here. We got some incredible black men, some incredible black women that's doing some outstanding things. I don't like when people go out here and try to sell out their community. You worse to me than anybody else when you will sell out your community for a quick dollar. Yeah. And the messed up part about it is that you only local. You local. Nobody else want to even know about you. You go to other states, they laugh at you like, who is this? You had a couple. You sell 1,000 records in Ohio. Like, man, like, come on, man. It ain't worth doing that, man. Stop pump faking about your life. And some of y'all just live the life too hard that y'all don't even understand that the point of trying to sell is so that you don't have to do stuff no more. Some of y'all ain't got it. So it's a mental challenge with everything. But like us, you know, at the end of the day, like you said, sex gonna sell. But I like I said, I really see women saying, no, we stopping. I'm telling you, women, y'all can run a lot of things because if women, y'all say no and don't want to act away, guess what? I ain't watching no videos because I ain't watching no man shake ass and no thong. I'm going to be honest with you.
Everything goes by what women want.
Yep, it's a gear.
People advertise to women. Drake has a drink that he had came out with. And,
I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah. Again, when he said it, they did like a crowd investment on it. I put some money into it. But the guy behind it, he's been behind some big other drink campaigns and things of that nature. He said, we're advertising to women. And when the women like it, the men will come. Yep. That's just it. It's the truth. If women make that move, she said that ain't cool. Yeah, we ain't rocking with that. Like, and that's just the real. And another final point that I wanted to make, when it comes to the music, man, when it comes to music, a lot of people say, you know, it's just entertainment, you know, it's just what it is. I found myself in financial situations because of music. I hear the music, get the money, bust down the, you know what I'm saying? The new watch, oh, get you some Gucci, get you some Louis, things of that nature. Popping bottles in the club. And it's like, man, when you're doing it, you're like, damn. Like, what's the tab?
Before you know it.
You know, 2,200?
Say it, bro. That's like, just the truth. It's the truth.
I'm a 27-year-old man, and my self-esteem is high. I'm a confident man. You know what I'm saying? And I saw myself caught up in that. So you're telling me these teenagers, especially with how the internet has lowered self-esteem for people, they're not gonna get influenced to the utmost by that,
bro? Say it, Jay, man. They don't want to hear this. People don't want to hear this aspect of it because it's the truth. You don't believe that? Why y'all think strip clubs? Every rapper want to try to get their stuff in a strip club. Because if the women like the music, they're gonna dance to it. And the guys gonna like that music because the women dancing to it. Yeah. Bro, man, I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna go too much into detail about it, but let me tell you something. One time I was with an uncle of mine. I was in a strip club. And I remember this is how I was. You know, we was in there, you know, I'm laughing, you know, we looking like big time. You know, with some money, you know, I do good for myself. You know, I can't blame, I do good. But went in there. looking, stylish. I saw him, like, bam, I'm like, he coming there style. I'm like, man, I'm about to kill, boy. I'm about to put on this, what I'm saying? This shoe about this $800, what I'm saying? Jim, this jacket, baby. I'm like, you see this? He's like, oh yeah, pan. I'm like, everything good all the way down. I'm sitting there. Women was marvelous. Women come out. Oh, I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa, all of them. What I'm saying? This is my first time being in a strip club in a long time. It's a long story. But I had got in there and we was in there. He went, told my cut, hey, go give me 100 ones. I'm like, shoot, I'm going right with you. Hey, give me another 100 ones. Girls came over there dancing. We just looked like, I'm telling you, the music, the women, everything, man, it made you feel like a music video, people. It was a time. I'm like, man, like I said, I'm overdosed on confidence in the words of Drake. I'll be over. I'm like, man, I was in that bad boy, boom, boom, boom. And the guys we had with us, some of these guys was Cool, Comic, Collective, and Setback. Them boys was searching for money machines. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, I gotta put some money in this bad boy. So my uncle, before I knew it, he was getting the money, right? I'm sitting there, and then I'm feeling like I'm telling you, man, I was bossing. I ain't gonna front nobody, y'all. I know I can't. I was bossing. It's a couple of us in there, but bossing. I was in there, man, like paying for guys' lap dance. I'm like, yeah, baby, go over there, give him a lap dance. Go there. Everybody getting a lap dance. So my uncle, right, before I knew it, he was at 500. I'm like, man, yeah, give me another. I'll do it. Got 500. He got it about 1,000. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get 1,000. Before I knew it, I got up to 1,500.
Yep.
That I spent in this strip club.
Yep.
Just getting, because I wanted to be like this and that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted everybody to have a good time, but I was also having a good time seeing everybody else have a good time, seeing the woman come, all over. Like, woo! You're like, man, you need to come to the stage, daddy. I'm like, dang. So my cousin was like, man, she think you a big time dope boy. I'm like, nigga, don't I look good like it, dog? But like I said, before I knew it, I'm like, oh, got home. I'm like, saw the bank. I'm like, dang, man, I went 1,500. I'm like, 1,500. I'm like, man. But it was just that. But when you brought it up, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm telling you, because my uncle just kept going, and I got a feeling. I'm like, I remember just sitting there like, man, no, I can't do no more than that, man. I can't even make that. I can't even make that rational to me. I don't do that on no one day, something like that, unless it's some kind of investment. But I was just so into it, just seeing, boom, man. I'm telling you, it's something about it that was so, oh man. And it was like, man, but it's just that incredible. The like you said, it's just that incredible.
There's an air around it, man, and that air is alluring. Okay,
yep, it is. It's like being. I remember somebody said, like, man, it's like, whoa, it's like the end of days up in here. You can see how, like, when you get in a big atmosphere, like, do, everybody going. It's almost like you in a trance, and everything was going.
It is,
and that's exactly what music does. So when people say influence, that's a lie, man. Even as adults, I might not go out here and try to be robbing and shooting nobody, because we already know that's stupid. Nobody gonna go to jail. But just think about those young people that ain't really fully mentally developed yet in regards to it, and all they want is the attention. All they see is this is how you get the attention, and especially these young women getting up. I mean this in the best way possible. Back in the day, women, if they were tricking or anything else like that, they get big things. What I mean by big things, they get married, they get the house, they get a car, they get all this other stuff. The guy had to go all out, because if he was going to trick, he had to give everything, pay everything. Now these chicks will suck dick for eyelashes.
$40.
I mean, it's just the real, and I mean it like to be. I'm just perfectly honest, bro. It's no standard to it now. So now the guy like, man, I could do anything. Even for this stuff, man, I wish a stud would come on here and confirm this. It's the truth.
No, for real.
They will do it for, and I seen women do it. I seen a girl do it for a corned beef. I'm like, baby, if you ain't got $9, this is horrible. This you saying that your head game ain't worth nothing but $9? I don't want to get no head from nobody that say you worth a $9 head job. I want somebody that's gonna say, I'm gonna lie, like dude, you need $1 million. Like, let me get with that $1 million. I want to be floating. If she can like balance me in the air while she's doing this, I'm gonna pay him. I'm like, whoa, she bounced me in the air doing that. But bro, it's just
different.
crazy.
It's different.
It's
my generation is Randy. I done took women out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing I love. I love to treat a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And this is, all right, we going out, whatever. And I done did too much. Like, they like, can we just go back to the crib? I'm like, yeah, I could have kept this little, $100.
Hey, Jay, you sit there drinking like, can we just go back to the crib? Like, that's why I told somebody, like, if this was me and I could be back in this, bro, I would have been. It'd have been crazy. I'm like, it's almost as bad to say, like, hey, hold on. Hey, yeah, I was dating her. I'm dating you. Y'all both just want to go back and make up at the room? Yes.
Yep.
Let's do it. I mean, it's just that easy. Somebody, shoot, dang. You want to do all that? I mean, it be, and this ain't just no quote unquote hood rats. It's some, I put it like this. Guys, y'all some girls out here y'all think are ungettable that are straight up gettable. It take no effort whatsoever. Y'all just looking at the looks. You looking at wrapping paper. I opened the gift and I realized, yeah, you ain't shit. Come here. Bro, I'm telling you. It's that. And I'm telling you. Yeah, no disrespect. We ain't disrespecting. We just saying where it is and why a lot of women that are in right now in their 20s and 30s that's saying we don't like that. We tired of that narrative. And they tired of the narrative. They tired of always associating, because Angela Yee said something else that was stupid. She said a lot of, you ain't never lied. Angela Yee said a whole bunch of it. I was like, what are you and Charlamagne talking about? Good thing Envy was just quiet. If you notice, Envy was
quiet the whole time. Yeah,
he just kept it on the song. Yeah, I like the song. I ain't about to comment on none of that. But Angela Yee will say, like, Black women have been taught to be ashamed of their bodies. I'm like, are we talking about the same generation?
Women? Okay.
I'm like, this is not. Stop. They've been taught to love their bodies maybe a little too much, to put too much value in their bodies. Like, girl, if you got that, you better flaunt it. Girl, you got this, you better do it. I'm telling you, it's got, you look all on the page all the time. I see it all, and I'm not dogging, like, again, no disrespect, not dogging out any women. Women are going to show their best assets to what they believe. So if you see a photo, always look at what part a woman is showcasing the most. If she's showcasing her smile, she thinks her smile's the best. She's showcasing that ass, she know that ass is good. If she's showcasing them titties, she know them titties look good. If she's showcasing all of it, she knows she a bad one. Mm-hmm. And I'm just telling you that it's a lot of, it's this hard competition when you got those women getting 1,000 likes from a lot of guys just saying, hey, beautiful, hey, beautiful. Then you got some women that just might put some on there like, hey, I graduated today. Hey, I just opened up my first business today. And I know that stuff, to me, it's meaningless to me, because I feel like those are compliments are for you. You don't need nobody to co-sign the greatness that you are. But it's just, it's hard. Like you said, now they making it more simple. So now they underbidding everything that they worth. And I think that's what women getting tired of, especially women of color, when they realize that most of the rap lyrics and videos and all the derogatory thing, this is how you know how powerful women is. Sex sells. It ain't selling because of the guys. That's why if you go to like men's strip clubs, from what my understanding is, when I talk to cousins and girls that have been to men's strip clubs, them guys get paid.
Yeah.
This is what my understanding. Them guys get paid. You know what I'm saying? I know women get, paid, but I heard, man, guys get taught. Because like I said, women will spend money. Women are not afraid of spending money. Randy, they will drown you.
Listen, I told you, man, when I went flat broke, I was confident. I was like, man, if I get in the gym real quick.
Yeah, she's like, man, I'm about to do this out here. She like, call me back when you I need that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, you got these women out here like it. Like I said, shout out to them. And I celebrate y'all women, man. I'm glad. Like I said, I got wonderful, beautiful, smart, intelligent cousins. I got my boys, all my boys, y'all got some incredible women too that do some great things. And I shout out, I push women for it. We never ever try to steer in the light of women. I can handle the light of a woman. I'm like, man, shoot, let me get in that bad boy. Let me get tanned up with you, because I just, we want women to know that. I mean, yeah, we ain't blind. We see that you beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like that surface thing they talk about in I like in Hitch when you talk about the iceberg. I like that example. Yeah. He said 20% of the iceberg is on the surface, but 80% of it is underneath the water. You never get to see. So I think that women is getting to the point, and I want my daughter to get to that point. I want my daughter to be able to look up and say, man, Dad, I know I could do anything I want to do. And I ain't got to compromise anything I believe in and be looked at a certain way. I'm like, one day you're going to be, guess what? It's guys that's going to like you. But the one man that's going to like you, not only he going to sexualize you, he going to love everything about you.
Yep.
Everything. So shoot, that's like I said, that's all we had to, I got I'm saying on that, bro, man. It's just like, I know we had that good one. And like I said, I know we had these, like I said, good topics tonight. I ain't want to stay on that political stuff long at all. I'm like, man, I'm done with that. And I'm a political guy, but I'm tired of that. But man, awesome for everybody, man. I just want to say thank y'all again for tuning in to our show, man. Y'all constantly, man. I tell y'all our best support ever. Mm-hmm. Y'all our best support ever. I see between the emails and everybody, they're always saying y'all miss us and everything else. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all are so incredible. What's this? I seen Buka of these women look beautiful as hell and no man. Mark, oh man, what's going on, man? I'm like, it's just the truth. It is, man. It is. Like I said, you got to find. I mean, you can see some beautiful fools out here. No, if you don't play it right, but like you said, it is what it is. But outside of that, man, from like I said, from Unfiltered, we will be back next week, Wednesday, same time. We gonna well, you seen it. I issued out the challenge for my man Ant to come back on. Ant, we gonna see you. I love Ant. Ant had some of our highest ratings when he came here last time. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about him, man, but that's my dude. Me and Ant talk all the time on the book. And what I love about it, because some people get it twisted about him. He is not a Republican. He does his research, and when he likes somebody, he like them. And I can't hate on him for that. He gonna be passionate about them. So I can't, we may not agree about everything. And we said it. We've had a discussion when I said, man, we're gonna agree to disagree. He's like, I feel you on that. Then it was a conversation where we said, look at this. I knew he was gonna do that, Jay. But I love this because I love the dynamic of conversations, and this is what all the Unfiltered was built to be about: having adult conversations about subject matter, saying that, hey, I may not agree with you, you don't agree with me, we agree to disagree, and we ain't gotta have no beef after that. If you are upset with someone because they believe in a certain thing and you don't believe in it, I can understand some aspects, but that's childish. Yeah. You can agree to disagree. Like, I'm just, that I ain't gonna agree with you with. So, and we're gonna send you out that leak next week for the show. Gonna have you on there. I'm trying to get a couple other people on there, our hosts, because it's gonna be our second to last show of season 2.
Episode 26.
26. And like I said, man, y'all be prepared, man. What's that? September the 9th for season 3. Yep. I want to make sure that September 9th, season 3, man, we coming harder in the same way before, new things and everything else. Jay, I don't know if you got anything to say before we get up out of here and say, call it a night for everybody.
Man, I'm saying the same thing I say every time, man. We appreciate all of the viewers. I love seeing y'all pop in and out. We appreciate everybody that's commenting. Again, I love seeing the comments coming there. I love the conversation that y'all have. I like when people hit me up separately and they tell me, yeah, I watch, and they want to have discussions. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be afraid because y'all don't go in them comments sometimes, which, it's fine.
Right.
But still, I just appreciate all of y'all, man, watching continuously. Again, please share. If you are watching, hit the share button. It's a button. It's not that hard to do. Just smash.
Don't worry. It won't bite you. It ain't charging you nothing.
At
It's
all.
gonna cost you a little bit of time.
Okay, 0.2 seconds of your life. Just hit the share button.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, come back next week, man. Episode 26. Obviously, Ant's saying he's gonna be on. Ant is crazy.
Crazy.
So I
We
can't
call him the White Dolomite. So just be prepared. I'm telling you, it's gonna be funny, and he's gonna be coming from the comfort. Look, man, I'm so done. And he's gonna be coming from the comfort of his own home. Oh man, I don't even. Woo, my goodness, man. We gonna get a major viewership next week. But from everybody here on Unfiltered to the greatest host in the group, period. Jordan Asian boy, Mac Reese, Cola, myself, Mr. Johnson. I just want to say thank you all for watching and tuning in tonight. Next week, same time. Love y'all.